Morning Church. I'm Pastor Dumi. It has been an interesting journey, most especially in our marketplace talk. We started with building generational wealth. We talked about savings. Then Pastor, no, not Pastor, Boki took us through choosing a career. And last month, Andu took us through starting a business. It was awesome. She did a very good job. And I was sitting thinking, what can I talk about? And I was inspired with Andu's marketplace last month. But then sometimes it's difficult for us to start a business. We don't know where to start, and we don't know what can we do. The little that we can do that can push us through to maybe starting a business in future. So my marketplace talk for this month is side hustles. I don't like the side hustles word, so I'll use side jobs or part-time jobs. Okay, one would ask, what is a side hustle or side job? It's defined as follows. Side jobs or part-time employment are activities outside of your regular job that help you earn more money, extra income. When more effort is put into side jobs, they can turn into full-time employment, or some can turn into lucrative businesses. So if you do your due diligence very well, you can start a big business or a lucrative business if you do very well in your side jobs. I have a friend, my brother, Junaid. He's a very good hustler. He's in property, he's selling cars, he's selling houses. He has a salon. So he's printing T-shirts. He's a very good side hustler, side jobs. So we can learn a lot from that. Example of side jobs, from some of them span from when we were still young, or we see our brothers or fathers around. I know my father used to fix cars on weekends, and he would earn money, a substantial amount from fixing cars. At school, you get guys who sell sweets. You can use that money for selling sweets to buy yourself clothes. When I was in varsity, I used to play piano. I used to cut people's hair at our res. I used to cut my friends' hairs, and I would buy textbook from that amount. I would buy myself clothes. It was a very good side hustle. If I had thought much and probably invested more time, I would have started a very huge salon, barber shop today. Playing instruments. I remember I used to play drums on weddings. That used to earn me some money so that I can spend during holidays. And you can turn that to a career. Take guys like your Sabu. They play for joyous celebrations, these famous musicians. You can fix electrical appliances and end up becoming an electrician. Fixing electricities for house. I think they're moving very fast. Yeah, you can go back a bit. Back. Okay, I'm not sure who's controlling, but yeah. Okay, so where do side hustles come from? Next slide. In the 1990s, obviously this became our black slang, right? We're hustling, not the hustling meaning I'm going to rob you by making you buy something that is not there. I know there's guys who've bought PlayStations before, but there's nothing inside. So it's not that side hustling, but it's doing something outside of your normal job to earn you extra incomes. And obviously, the birth of internet helped a lot of people with side jobs. We get guys who are doing drop shipping, buying from the manufacturer straight to the consumer. And internet has helped with that. And we had the gig economy, obviously, guys like your George, they gig sometimes, and there's shows, there's things they do on the side just to help with that extra income. And how do you choose now a side job? The first thing is evaluate your knowledge and skill. Understand what you are good at. I know I'm good at a lot of stuff, and I was once told, being good in a lot of stuff, you become master of none. So I advise you, don't do too much. Look into yourself, see what you love doing the most, right? You can move to the next slide. So the choice of a hustle depends on your skills and knowledge. So consider what will help you find a profitable side hustle. Evaluate the skills that you are the strongest. Hard skills refer to practical abilities. So some side hustles needs for you to have a hard skill. So hard skills are those skills which require you to learn something. Like for instance, learn programming, learn electric engineering to fix appliances. So these skills are typically concrete and measurable, and you can acquire them through education, training, certificates, or on-the-job experience. So you can shadow someone who's already doing it. For instance, learning an instrument, you can just shadow Josh how to play a piano, then obviously take that further, take a piano course, or you can shadow whoever is doing something that you are interested on and you see you've got an interest in. So your soft skills also are very important. Obviously, public speaking, you need to be able to speak to people. You need to be able to talk to people and say, hey, I want to learn this. How can I do this? And then with your hard skill, obviously, you will sit and learn whatever that needs to be learned. It can be whether graphic design or data analysis, depends on what you are interested at. And there's several websites that you can use to learn these skills. I mean, you had edX. edX is an interesting one. It offers courses from public, like for instance, from Google, from Facebook, you can get courses from that. You learn, you get a certificate, and you can use that to look for a job or become a side hustler who exactly knows what he's doing. You have your Coursera, you have Google certificate. You have there's few of them. I mean. Advanced Google certificates, but also universities, they offer free online courses like Harvard. You can go and learn about law for non-law practitioners, just to understand what is law, and maybe further those studies in future. You can learn programming, you can learn Python. I know Python currently is the number one, the highest paying jobs in programming are on Python. You can start there and look for websites where there's people offering jobs. Like for instance, design me a web service. You design that web service, submit. If it's approved, you get paid to do that. So you can use the internet for that. I know some of us, we used internet on TikTok, following, trending, YouTube, watching music. You can also use YouTube, for instance, to learn a skill, learn something. I learned how to build kitchen units using YouTube, and I've done a very good job. I've built myself a nice wall unit using YouTube. So use that to learn a skill. Yes, and then choosing your side job, find what you enjoy doing. A side hustle is also a job, but if you find something close to your interests and hobbies, it will be much easier to distribute your working hours. Use your network. So use people that you already know. Like you can ask me, I've done IT, I've got a degree in IT, even though I'm in logistics. You ask me, I can help you. Ask Pastor Mo, he's in the engineering side of things, he can help you. There's a lot of guys who have experience or knowledge on how to do any type of job. Ask someone. Update your social media profile. That's very important because it allows you to increase your what you call the social media presence. People will be able to see what you deal with. And I mean, there's different types of side jobs that you can choose from. You can go to the next slide. There's different types of them. Tutoring, dog sitting, photography. I mean, most of these, you don't really need to have hard cash. You don't need to have a startup cash, a large sum of money to start doing. You can just start today. There's free courses. As long as you have data, you can start already. Go to Temu. Find out. I know there's a worship team, we use a lot of headsets. Buy 40 headsets, 100 headsets, sell to the worship team every month. You can make yourself money. Next week we'll just dive deep into these side hustles and just go into how do we exactly go about. If we say drop shipping, how do you become a drop shipper? If we say graphic designer, how do you become a graphic designer? Thank you very much. I'm going to call on Pastor